haven't come to this church before. The first time I'm coming here. There's nobody here today. So closed, I guess. But it feels very weird being at a church when nobody's there. And this is not even my locality church. So it feels like I'm breaking in. There's an empty parking lot. Everything feels like sus. It feels very weird. Eerie. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Why is there nobody here? I thought that was a kid there. Got scared. Beautiful church. Oh man, this is not my area though, so I don't know anyone here or anything here. It's like a huge hill. This is so everything is like steep down basically. I've been walking for like a long time to get here. It's far away. Long time ago when I lost everything, like 3 years ago. Yeah, actually exactly 3 years ago, like maybe a little bit less than 3 years ago, but pretty much after when I came, after I came here to India, when I lost my business and everything, and I was trying to rebuild my life. So probably like end of 2022 and like start of 2023, when I was like losing weight and everything, I used to walk all the way, like walk just like kilometers and kilometers, like like from my home for just hours, like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day. I would walk. I would leave home at like 9 a.m. and walk till like 4 p.m. also. Just wherever I sat, I would just sit. I would be dehydrated and I just walk like really, really make no excuses and just keep going because I wasn't even trying to lose weight. I was just trying to like escape from my mind and just keep moving and just explode. Like I wanted to break the pattern of my life, and I also I also at that time I got like really pissed off one day and I broke my iPhone. So I lost everything, like all my data, all my apps, and I didn't have the money to buy a new phone. And that was the first time I felt like I escaped my life, I escaped my mind or whatever, because every link to the past was cut. Like I had cut off all my relationships and just lost everything income, and then I broke my phone, so I didn't have like social media, I didn't have internet, I didn't have anything. And the first week after that I realized how much of my suffering was just in my imagination and in my mind. And social media is like this rot for your brain, like in terms of you see, when you're normal living a normal life and you compare yourself to other people and you're like, they have this, I don't have that, or I should be here by this age and by this stage, and you're having all those things, it's bad. But then when you just say put everything in your life for like years and then you lost everything. So imagine me, I was 24 years old, lost everything I had ever worked for in my life and everyone I knew, and lost the country I was in. Like I was in a different country now, one that I've never lived in. That's languages I don't know and everything. I have no way of getting back. I have no reason to get back. I have no like I just got like pulled out of the matrix essentially, and that's what it was. And so that time when I like broke from everything, I had come to this like this small tiny. In Malayalam we call it Kurishapalli. It's like secondary church, road church. I don't know what it means, but like so I had come here and I like thanked the universe for actually this experience, like breaking me out and just showing me a new life, and that showing me that life can be more than what I knew, and that giving me an attempt at restart, because I lost everything, but that wasn't the end, and I could restart. And like I still had the option, I had the choice, I had the opportunity to restart and rebuild. So I did that. I did that, and I remember thanking God that time. And this is like pineapple farm, pineapple plants and stuff. Oh yeah, you can see the pineapples. Oh yeah, the these pineapples and shit. It's pretty cool, no? So when you have pineapples, when you grow pineapples, basically what happens is rats come to eat that, and when rats come to eat that, snakes come to eat the rats. So actually, that is quite like a good analogy. Snakes always eat rats. The primary enemies you have in life, the really treacherous ones, they're snakes. But the ones that like help them, that are on your side, that wouldn't strike you on their own, but when the main enemy is attacking you, they jump in. Those are the rats. And what happens is these rats that betray you for the snakes or out of their own envy and insecurity end up getting eaten by the snakes without you. They just think that, oh, if you help them, that then they'll be on this team. Nah, nah, nah. Once they're done with us, the enemy that they're trying to get, they're eating you also. Except we come back and then eat everybody after that. So pineapple analogy. But there's this whole view. I didn't know actually. That's weird because I don't remember seeing any of this. I mean, it was like years ago. I've only been here like once. So this is really, really far from where I stay. So I came for a walk today as well because I just feeling stuck in a rut basically. So I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like, I'll just leave and just walk again. I didn't expect to walk this far, but it's good weather. Like, it was raining like the whole day, so it's pretty cool. It's not really hot at all, and there's enough light, and it's not gonna rain till I get home. So like I can still walk back for an hour or whatever. And I'm not as fat as I was before, so I can walk much faster and my stamina is better. Man, cardio is like the biggest thing, dude. Cardio is the biggest thing. Mobility, cardio, and just like baseline strength. If you have that, you're solid. Most people, like myself and most people, spend all our time trying to lift weights, making the muscles look good, getting stronger. You're building on like a broken base, you know. You need to like fix your base and then you can build up. And that's the main thing. The biggest mistakes in my life has always been building on an unhealthy base. I didn't know that I was standing on a messed up base, and so my ignorance and then my desperation led me to building really quick, really hard on a very shitty base. And so that ended up getting everything wrecked and like breaking, and me getting hurt in every single way, right? Health, wealth, family, whatever. But now I know how the insides of everything works. I know how, just like how to rebuild from nothing, how to start and build from nothing, what it takes to tear something down, so I can use that information defensively and offensively. So yeah, it's like a water tank. And this is all just like weird shit. But yeah, the only area with the problem with my area is there's no good barber essentially that like I'm comfortable with, that I use all the time. So I kind of started doing my beard on my own now. Hair is like whatever, you can just grow it out, I guess. Fuck it. So one of the things that I noticed is that right now, like one of my struggles basically is that I've been in this cycle of consuming for so long, where I'm learning, I'm planning, I'm researching, I'm putting things together for the brand and learning all these skills, and I'm doing all that stuff, and that's all good, right? Like I'm building my database, I'm building my inner world, my internal assets, I'm building all these skills and ideas and all that. But the only thing that makes money is production activities. You have to keep producing, and it's one of the key ideas from the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, right? And it's a very good book. Read that book. I highly recommend it. um, and the production activities are what moves your life forward. Those are the uh, that's what makes you money. That's what makes you gets you results. That's what gets you progress, right? And production activities like me filming this YouTube video and uploading it, and like me posting on social media, me going to the gym and working out, me doing me making artwork and selling it, even me making artworks, that's a production activity, right? Anything I make, anything is output, that's production. But production activities also have different categories and types, right? Me, like, making art is cool, that's my hobby, but it's not going to make me any money, it's not going to grow my brand. Me making social media posts, YouTube content, that's growing my business, right? So I noticed that past few days, um, I made some changes basically, and the change I made is that I had put all these habits like in my Notion, and like just to track what I'm doing, and my habit stack had like 100 replies on X and 50 pages of reading per day and one YouTube video per week, and then like meditation, and then this and that. Like, there's so much stuff. And I noticed that what happens is, because it's so hard to do, as soon as something goes off, everything goes off, and then I stopped doing anything and everything. And that's not how you build discipline, that's not how you build momentum, that's not how you build habits. So I, again, like, just like a beginner, I reduced it. I reduced the habits to reading 20 pages per day and reading and making 20 replies per day on X as well. And so for me, that's something that I can that's something that I can like really stick to. It's really easy for me to stick to because I've been reading for so long, and I've been making stuff on Twitter for so long. It's not that hard for me. But reading 50 pages a day is quite hard, and doing that in addition with everything else is hard, you know. And I used to be able to read 50 pages every day, but then I won't be able to do everything else. My point is, I'm running out of breath, so it's kind of hard to talk. But my point is that it's better to do little every day over a long period than do a lot for a short time, right? And because compounding, it's like the power of little. So I know that if I do 20 replies a day, the algorithm will detect that I'm being consistent and it rewards that. If I read 20 pages a day, I'll finish these many books for sure, right? I'm still learning every day. Some key idea I'm learning every day. But what that does is my morning routine is done by like 9 a.m. I have reading and then like just Twitter stuff. That also takes like an hour max total, all of that. Then I have the entire day from like 10 a.m. to do two things: workout and film YouTube videos. And I purposefully stacked it like that because what happens is you notice yourself procrastinating. I cut off social media, I cut off everything, and what's happening to me now is that I'm not doing anything. I'm like, I know I have to just do two things: stretch, like do hardcore physio mobility work, and film YouTube videos. But what I started doing is like I'll watch movies, I'll re-download the app of YouTube, I'll start helping in the kitchen, I'll start doing random shit, right? And so what that means is that I'm procrastinating, I'm delaying it, I'm avoiding it, I'm avoiding doing YouTube, and I'm avoiding working out. So I didn't know this is how it worked, but this is how it actually does work. I'm avoiding it because I'm afraid of it. Procrastination is simply fear. Fear, not maybe not of the thing itself, but something that thing might cause or lead to, right? So what am I afraid of? Am I afraid of being seen? Like, am I actually afraid of becoming famous, having 100,000 subscribers and people detecting me? Am I afraid of the consequences of that? Am I afraid of losing control? Am I afraid of getting hacked and all these things? But it all comes down to these like emotional drivers. So when I stopped doing like, because it's easy for me to do 100 replies on Twitter every day, It's not easy, but like I can do it, right? But it's not the thing I'm supposed to be doing. Like I know God told me, like wants me to do this YouTube thing, and I know YouTube is much higher value and leverage in business because it's video, right? So video is way more valuable. I know this is more valuable than Twitter, but I'll automatically switch to Twitter. And I know doing production activities on Twitter and building my personal brand is more valuable for me right now and going forward than just reading books. I'm not saying I'm going to stop reading or reading is invaluable. No, reading is super valuable and super important going forward. But me just reading books is going to do nothing for me. So for me, 20 pages a day while having crazy output is much better than 50 pages a day and no output, right? That's the logic, right? So YouTube is highest value, Twitter is medium value, and reading is lowest value. So I kept all of these like at minimum standards so that I'm forced to do YouTube, I'm forced to work out. And so if I'm not working out or I'm not doing YouTube, I won't allow myself to like read or more. Like I won't be like, no, I'll read more than 20 pages today, and so that's okay. I won't make more replies than this thing. So I'm forcefully like limiting myself and preventing myself from doing the things that I like, because that's what's the key thing. It's like amateurs do what they like and professionals do what's needed. So you have to like do what is needed and what is this thing required for the mission, and it's you have to figure out those roadblocks. Because now, like, if I don't film YouTube videos and I don't work out, for to me today's workout is done and today's YouTube video is done. Like I came on a walk and I filmed a video, so this is fine. But this isn't the actual YouTube video I was supposed to film, and this isn't the exact kind of workout I'm supposed to do. I was supposed to do like mobility workouts, and I had other YouTube videos to film, but this is still better than nothing, so it's okay. But let's assume I hadn't done this today and I was just sitting at home and just doing bullshit. I wouldn't allow, and you shouldn't allow yourself to go into those things that are nice for you, because that's how you like keep yourself in this mental like loop or trap that you're moving ahead, you're doing useful things when you're not. And that's what happens to most of us. Like we spend like 18 hours a day doing some stuff that gives us this like illusion of progress. It gives us this illusion of momentum. It gives us this illusion of like, I'm doing something with my life, but it's not doing anything with your life. You're just running away from what you're afraid of. And again, like I've said this in some other video before, it's you're making the choice between love and fear. And if I'm afraid of filming YouTube for whatever reason, the choice of love is like, dude, whatever happens, it'll be okay. Whatever happens, it'll be okay. And the choice of fear is imagining every single possible worst case scenario, every bad scenario that could happen. I could get hacked, I could get banned, I could get cancelled, people could dox my location, people might start using me for fame, my family might cut me off. Your people's brains go wild, and my brain also is going wild. And that's the thing that I'm working on right now. Like I've noticed that I'm really good at working hard. I know what to do. I know the right strategies. I know the right tactics. I'm extremely hardworking. I make insane amount of sacrifices. I have all these different things. I'm quite disciplined, like more than most people. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but like in terms of discipline, that's not one of my strong suits, I would say. In terms of consistency and discipline, but I would say if you pick artists and you compare myself to artists, I would say I'm pretty disciplined. But because artists have a lot of chaos to manage, and it's being disciplined despite that, and I do that pretty well. But in terms of entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship, I don't think I am. So I have to be like quite honest about it. So just analyzing myself, I know that no matter what is like the thing, I do all these good behaviors, good actions, I keep moving forward. But for me, it's always been 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back, 8 steps forward, 9 steps back. And then like it's always this crazy comeback, going back, come back. And I have to stop that. It's that thing, it's that self-sabotage. And the self-sabotage comes because of your self-image, and your self-image dictates your comfort zone. And every time you hit the top, it's called hitting the wall. You hit the wall, you have a whiplash effect, and you come back, and that keeps going. So you have to change that self-image, that expands the comfort zone, and you automatically start taking the right actions, and you keep building momentum. Everything you do leads to the next, and everything starts working out automatically. You find yourself doing the right things, attracting the right opportunities, attracting the right people. Everything starts working. And so that's the most important thing. It's willpower, work, behavior. You need all of that, but just as equally, if not more, you need the self-image and the internal wiring. I don't know if this is a lesson I should have learned before. It's a lesson that I found at the right time, once my base and my character and my willpower and everything else was built. I don't know how it works, but I found it. And so right now I'm reading, what do you call it? The Mountain Is You by Brianna West. It's a book on self-sabotage specifically, and I'm reading that because I want to remove all these blocks. And that's the main thing for me, like understanding my self-sabotage patterns and my inner mind and all these things. And because once I remove that, I'm like just gonna take off. And so yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the game right now for me. I also struggle with like the choice between documenting versus creating, because like these videos are not essentially for you guys. I don't know, you can pick all these tidbits out, I guess, at some point when I'm like super successful and I'm like super famous or whatever, and I have like 100 million to my name and everybody's like, oh my god, how did he build this brand? When it reaches that point, which it will 100%, because I'm delusional as fuck. But when it reaches that point and everybody wants to like know what my secrets are, you can look back into these videos and just see like I'm actually just like a regular guy who's just, I just refuse to quit. That's it. Like for me, this is worth doing, and like I'm ready to die for it. So